Hi guys. That's awesome that everyone is in here already. Happy hump day. We're halfway through our week already until the weekend. Hello Tristan, hello Death, hello Butt. But you're making a slow cooked barbecue pulled pork sandwiches. That sounds amazing. Oh, Death, you're making the lamb roast tonight. You guys. Thanks, Trist. Thank you, thank you. I was just outside in the rain picking some herbs for our soup. It's a little wild out today, but it's still warm. Like, still got 7 degrees. So we're good to go. Okay, so menu today. We are making a turkey soup to get rid of all of our turkey leftovers from the weekend, from Easter. So we kept the turkey carcass, the bones and everything like that, and then I'll just be dicing up the meat later and put it into the soup. And I typically like to do rice with turkey soup. And then I'm also making honey wheat rolls. So that recipe is posted in Discord, another good old King Arthur flour recipe. I mixed those up around like 1:30, so they've been chilling since then. We'll take a peek at them probably in an hour, because it said it has to proof for about 2 hours after you mix it. So we'll check it then, just chilling by the fire for now. It's a very interesting recipe though. Like, I've never made bread that has orange juice in it. So we'll see how it goes, but that might just be to kind of contrast the sweetness from the honey. But you're not obese, even though you're like actually considered that, but you're not. Seriously, don't want to hear any of that. Pesto chicken pasta, yum. I had some pasta for lunch too. Okay, so to go with our soup and buns, we are gonna make just a nice crisp apple and spiced pecan salad. And I want to do poppy seed dressing with it. So we have a bottle left over in the fridge that I'm going to use, but I did post a link on the recipe in Discord to a poppy seed dressing recipe. So if you wanted to make it yourself, it's there. She's super mega thick. You'll get there though. Like, if you keep eating veggies and stuff like that in the morning, it won't take you long at all. Okay, and we're making dessert today. EATMORE bars from scratch. So I'm sure some of you, or maybe even all of you, don't even know what EATMORE bars are. So we'll go through those later on. They are amazing. Death is snacking today. So timeline. The bread takes about 4.5 hours to make properly. So you can't rush bread if you're going to make it from scratch. So keep that in mind. And I started at 1, like I said, and letting it proof from 1:30 p.m.-ish onwards. And then it'll be ready around like 5:30 for dinner. Yeah, exactly, but it's just getting into that routine again. I know it sucks, but you do feel so much better when you pay attention to what you eat. Yeah, I don't know what happened today, guys, but the chat is working on the browser and everything again today. Have no idea. I tried it like a couple times throughout this morning just to make sure that it wasn't going to go on the fritz again. No idea what happened, but just really happy that it is working again, because I really don't enjoy looking down at my phone and trying to like squint to see what you guys are saying. Okay, so the turkey soup will probably take us about 45 minutes to make. Obviously, soups are pretty quick, but we will do up like a little turkey stock before we finish the whole thing. So we'll do that first and then finish the soup after that. And the salad will probably only take about 15 minutes to make. Really, really simple. I mean, the longest thing that we have to do for that is to just toast up our pecans and toss them with some of the chili powder to spice them up. And lastly, the EATMORE bars are super, super easy. It's like a one pot dessert, and it shouldn't take us longer than about 15 minutes to make. Hello, Kevin. Welcome in. Good to see you in here again. All right, order of prep. So make your bun dough first and let it rest for 2 hours. So that gives you quite a bit of time to do something else in the meantime. And then we're gonna make our EATMORE bars first so that they have time to cool off and we can eat them right after dinner later on. And then after that, we will start our soup stock. So basically just boiling off or simmering off some of the turkey bones with a veg stock that I'm gonna mix up real quick. And I think that'll be really tasty. And then while that's going, we'll prep the rest of our soup ingredients. So our carrots, onion, and celery, chop up the turkey meat, and measure out our rice. And then we'll mix up our soup after we strain our stock out because we're gonna use the same pot. And then probably around that time, we'll have to divide our rolls. And it says it makes between 16 and 24 rolls. So you can kind of decide how big you want your rolls to end up being. I think I want to do 20 pieces because they do bake in a 9x13 glass pan. So I'm going to do 5x4 is what I think will work the best. And then lastly, we will make our salad and bake off our rolls. And then we should be good to go. Hello, Mama Reagan. How are you today? Yay, but I know those sweet cravings are the worst. But that's good that you just had like 3 strawberries instead of eating actually something bad that has sugar content in it, right? Okay, so EATMORE bars, because I'm sure that you guys have no clue what this is. Tristan, thank you for the donation. $10, man. Can't wait for the strawberry cake. I know, I'm totally making that next week. I have it written down in my notes and everything. It's gonna be done and it's gonna be so delicious. Like, strawberries and cream are one of the best combos, I think, especially around like springtime, because strawberries are good when they're paired with like herbs as well, like mint or basil. Love it. Thank you, dude, honestly. So good to have you back, and you don't have to always donate, just so you know. I'm not gonna say that every single time, but I always appreciate it. And I'm sure Betty, Francois, and Barry also appreciate it because they love their desserts.
I don't like desserts.
No, Betty says she doesn't like dessert. You're grand, Mama Reagan. That's good. That's good to hear. Okay, EATMORE bar history. So it's a chocolate bar made by Hershey. It consists of a dark toffee that's like pretty chocolate tasting, peanuts and chocolate, and its slogan is dive into the unique taste of chewy dark toffee, peanut, and chocolate. What kind of slogan is that? They're just saying what the ingredients are. It was created in Canada by the Lowney Company, which was acquired by Hershey Canada on July 1st, 1987. It is chewy and comes in a yellow wrapper. Yeah, it's like in a big yellow wrapper. It's probably like this big. And then has just like huge EATMORE in caps letters in, I believe it's like orange font with the green outline. I could be wrong though. It's rectangular and flat, so like about that thick, not super thick, and then it stretches when you eat it. I'm just reading this now. A caramel version was launched in 1995. That sounds unreal. But it's been discontinued. Sad. So the only kind of variation we're doing with our Eat More bars today is we're gonna put some oats into it to make it like maybe a little bit more healthy. Help us digest with some fiber. You think you need to go outside, girl? It's raining.
I'll go up.
Yeah. She's just like looking up at the sky, like what is going on? So none of you guys have had Eat More bars then, right? I'm guessing not. They are really, really good. So it's just like a chocolatey toffee that is like filled with chopped peanuts. So if you like chocolate and peanuts, this is the combo. Kev, my day has been good, man. Went for kind of like a rainy, windy beach walk this morning, but still felt good to get outside. Did a bunch of laundry, did up my lesson plan for tomorrow since I'm going to be at the farm in the morning. So it's been good. And then I just quickly made myself a chocolate coconut tea. I'm sorry, but I'll just stop talking about chocolate. You got this. Just keep like 1 day a week or 2 days a week for treat meals. But just don't go overboard. Okay, so Eat More recipe. It should yield you about 8 to 10 servings if you're not savage. And the recipe, so we need to start with a cup of corn syrup. Definitely not good for you, but it makes it, that's what gives it the like very chewy consistency, so the toffee texture. And then 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter, 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. I would go semi-sweet here. Otherwise, I think it would be too sweet if you went with milk chocolate, but totally up to you. And then just a little bit of vanilla. And then those 4 ingredients, they boil in a pot for about 5 minutes until everything is melted. And then we will add in 2.25 cups of quick oats. So not the big flake oats. I mean, I don't think it really matters too much here. Might just give it a lot more chewy texture if you used the large flake oats. And then 1.75 of a cup of unsalted roasted peanuts. Tristan, you had the biggest craving yesterday for a Devil's Food triple stat cake. Holy. Now that's chocolatey. Kevin, it snowed today. Yeah, it's supposed to be spring. It's not surprising though. Like typically in Canada, in the prairies, you'll see snow until April. Crazy stuff. Okay, so you're gonna be using this pot on the left here. Gonna grab a couple measuring cups out. Posh, hello man. How are you? -20 with the wind chill. Man. Posh, you know what Eat More bars are. I know this. Or at least you should. The good stuff. Yeah, Eat More for the win. So we will need a spatula to get the stuff out of our measuring cup. Next up, 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. Chief, Heyo. Yeah, exactly, Polish. Did you know that they came out with a caramel version? Because I didn't know that. But I was only like 4 years old when that happened. It's discontinued now, though. Where are you at, Kevin? Where are you located? Smoke list in Steel City. Can we have a quiche day soon? I'm in. I'd be down, but I was thinking of doing breakfast next week, one of the days. You live in Michigan. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Get similar weather to Ontario then, yeah. Sammy's parents just got like a buttload of snow last night and today. That hair though. Thanks, Chief. I know it's wildin' today. Pasha's just waiting for me to scrape out this peanut butter container so she can stick her face into it, I'm sure. That'll keep her going for hours. Just because no one knows how to pronounce quiche. It's super easy, Polish, especially if you just buy like the tender flake frozen pastry crust and then make your own kind of scrambled eggs, whatever you want for it. A crunch bar with injected caramel. Tristan, you can't tell us these things. It's true. Crunchy peanut butter on toast. So good. Gosh, you're not going to get any of this one. She's ready to pounce. She's like obsessed with the sound of containers being scraped clean. That's the international dog sound that they might get a snack. Did I submit the emote? I don't think I've got them yet, Des, but I'll check my email quickly. Yeah, nothing yet, dude. But I'm sure he'll have them to me pretty quick. Peanut butter out of the jar was your regular diet? That's nuts. Posh, come here. So everyone that's in here right now, Death has given me his bro that's gonna make up the emotes for us real quick, and then I'll submit them tonight. They look so, so good. Exactly, Polish. It's like after they're done with the plate or bowl, it's like, well, that's completely cleaned out. Might as well just put that back in the cupboard now. Hilarious. I think we've all at least had like one spoonful of peanut butter out of the jar. Let's just be honest.
It's my snack 3 times a week.
Betty says it's her snack 3 times a week, guys. 1.5 cups of chocolate chips are going into our pot. I can start to turn this on though. Let's do like a medium heat. Get that slow melt. Oh yeah, the natural peanut butter. It's such a pain to mix, but it tastes so much better. He confirmed he received payment. Oh yeah. I don't think she does. She's not a sneaky snacker. Okay guys, we're just gonna let that slowly melt. I'm gonna try and grab this chocolate chip before it cooks on. Just rinsing out the measuring cup so I can measure the oats and peanuts afterwards without it sticking. Oh, that's amazing, but yeah, I forget where I've seen that. I think it was Whole Foods or something where they did the fresh peanut butter, like right in front of you. Or no, actually it was Bulk Barn. Yeah. You can go to Bulk Barn and they just have the grinder set up with all the nuts. Yeah, regular or like the smooth peanut butter is like so sweet and salty, but that's what makes you love it so much, right? We typically, Sam and I like to just make peanut butter or like nut butter in the blender over there. Takes about 5 minutes. And we don't add anything, just blend the nuts up until it's smooth. Yeah, don't feel guilty about eating peanut butter. H-E-B, a Texan grocery store. Cool. Okay, so let's just stir this up so it kind of melts evenly. I don't think it'll take very long. So as this is melting, let's grease the pan that we're gonna pour it into. And then we also have to chop up our peanuts. So glass baking pan, a large one. This is like just a little bit smaller than a 9x13. It's true, guys. Maybe don't always eat it for everything. Change it up a bit. I'm just gonna use a little bit of baking spray around the edges and on the bottom because this stuff is pretty sticky, so it'd be sad if it all just kind of stuck into the pan. But I mean, I guess that would be fun as well. Good question, Mama. And I will be making meals for all of us still, I believe. Unless Betty says otherwise, if she feels like cooking one day, but we're all just gonna keep getting busier, I feel, so I volunteered and said that I would still cook the same if that's what they wanted, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, man, Chief, I know. We typically just use like the mixed nuts from Costco, the premium ones that have like pecans, cashews, almonds, pistachios. I think that's it. Really, really good. Okay, 1 3/4 cup of unsalted peanuts. Let's just measure these out real quick and then I'll just give them a chop. A Betty cooking night? Yeah. Let's do it. Ooh, it's bubbling. Nope, that doesn't smell good already at all. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down to like 2.5 instead of 4. So it's looking really good already. But the corn syrup is a lot more stable than sugar is, so you don't really have to worry about it burning really quick. Bacon Betty? Yeah, bacon with Betty. Betty's a good baker, guys. You don't even know. There was always goodies around the house when I was younger. Hey, Mr. Niner. How are you doing? Betty Brenner. Yeah, baked with Betty. That'd be the best one. It's true, guys. It's true, it's true. See? I didn't even touch the salmon, guys. She did it all herself. I just told her how to do it. And it was perfection. So I like to keep pretty big chunks of peanuts. So I'm not gonna cut them down too much here. Just a rough chop.
Not everyone knows who
Niner, just seeing what's on the burner. I'm sorry about that, but so far it's like a chocolate toffee. Oh, Hannah. So Betty is my mom, aka Mamacita Drinks Wine. But for some reason, her nickname is Betty on stream. Yeah, we'll blame Tristan. It's okay though, Trist. It's a good thing. Hey, eat your peanut. Peanuts are falling on the ground. I got a dog vacuum to clean them up already. Oh man. It's getting fudgy. Okay, let's go a couple more minutes and then we'll mix everything together. Pour it into our pan. It's getting thick already though, if you guys couldn't tell. Aw, thanks, Hannah. Honestly, we have a really good crew here. I never thought that I would have this much fun cooking while streaming on Twitch. Are these, sorry, are these peanuts salted? They are not. And it's currently stuck in my throat. I think you could probably use salted peanuts though, Chief, if you wanted like a nice contrast of sweet and salty. I might put on some of the flake salt on top for contrast if we're feeling fancy. Tristan, that's such a good stash of peanut butter. Holy. And the marshmallow fluff. Couple more minutes. And then we're there. Just eat the pot, yeah. Just gonna sit down for the rest of the stream and just eat the pot. Yeah, isn't chocolate good for you? Yeah, it's full of antioxidants. Don't worry about anything else that's in it, though. These were like one of the things that we'd always make before we went on summer holidays somewhere. So we'd always go camping in the Okanagan in BC when we still lived in Alberta. We'd go away for like 2 weeks at a time, post up at the big lake, and we'd always make a big batch of these EATMORE bars before we left. So good. Of course I would let you cook with me. We've been trying this whole time. Jim. That's a very suiting emote for you, I think. Okay, that is it for this mixture. Time to put the goods in. And guess what? We almost forgot our vanilla. Never forget. Just a drop or two. Did you just say what's up, Jimmy? I'll just point. Ukrainian food? Nice. Yeah, let's do like lazy cabbage rolls. What else? And Betty said let's make some homemade garlicky sausage. And waffles for cheap. We'll do sausage waffles. It's true, Tristan. Tastes good. It's good for you. Hey, so peanuts are in the pot. You need 2 1/4 cups of oats. Could do like Nutella waffles or something for dessert. I'm not picky, guys. Can do whatever. Whatever. Okay, it's almost time to mix this. It's true. Oh, I love biscuits. Mama Reagan, that's a good one. Just dive into this. I know it is deadly. Like, I'm warning you guys, if you make this at home, make sure there's like supervision around. Otherwise, you might get into trouble. Mia, you're late. You get carried away playing games again. Oh my god, that's seriously perfect, Death. So you want sushi, and then Nim, who was, I think, top cheer either a week or 2 weeks ago, asked for a sushi roll as well. So I am so down to make that. Haven't made sushi rice in a while, but I think I still know how to do it properly. So we're just gonna keep mixing this stuff up until it looks like everything is evenly coated. That looks good to me. It's like super shiny and amazing looking. You were watching MasterChef. Nice! Tristan, you seriously hate waffles. I'm actually surprised at that. Nawamin. Is this the newest one? Because I haven't watched any of it yet. So now, all we got to do is dump it in the pan. Starting to stick to the bottom, so we gotta move fast. It does cool down pretty quickly. So that's why I made sure my pan and everything was ready to go before we even mixed it up, because this is what I cannot get off the bottom. That's mostly just from the corn syrup though. Now we just have to spread it out. That sheen though. Amazing. Looks like Nutella with newts. Newts. Thai food? Oh man. Okay, Mama Reagan. You have a great night. Thanks for stopping in as always. Hopefully catch you tomorrow. How do you guys hate these things? Like, how can you hate waffles and pancakes? Maybe you've never had good ones before. Okay, so we're just pressing it down so it's pretty even. I think that looks good. Making it smooth. Yum. Send newts. Cornstarch. Made a swan out of coconut. What? There we go, guys. The bars are done. You can see kind of how thick they are. So like about a third, 2.5 inch thick, I would say. Pancakes and peanut butter. And you put some banana in those pancakes, that's really good combo, Tris. This is a dessert, Mr. Niner. So it's our own take on a classic Canadian chocolate bar. So we're just gonna set those aside now so they can cool. Some stuffs away, and it's time to carry on. McNeil! Didn't know you were in here, my dude. How are you? And thank you for the biddies. Cornstarch? I never put cornstarch in it, Death. What are you talking about? Sounds good, but thanks for popping in, and I hope your pulled pork turns out really well. Where are you getting this cornstarch thing from, Death? Okay, next thing on the list. So we have to start our soup stock. So I'm just gonna go quickly grab the turkey bones and stuff from outside. Oh no, there is no cornstarch in here. Just oats, peanuts, corn syrup, which is what helps to make it really shiny, and chocolate chips and peanut butter. That's it. Really, really easy. smells too good in here. Tristan, shh. And then this wonderful jar of goodness is a turducken stock. So how we made it, we had roasted duck one night from a Asian barbecue spot, and then we used the bones from that to make this stock, and we also put turkey bones into it and chicken bones. So turducken stock. That's why it's so dark. Oh, Mr. Niner, would that make a good pie crust? I don't know if it would like be easy to cut or not, to be honest, because it is like really sticky and chewy. High fructose corn syrup. It is. I know. All of the bad things, but it makes it taste so good. Turducken. It just means turkey, duck, and chicken. That's all, Tristan. Don't be scared of it. So let's pour that into the pot to start. Smells amazing still. And then we'll put our bones into the pot. So I have 2 big Ziploc bags here full of turkey bones. And then we'll fill it up so that the stock is covering the bones, and we'll let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then we'll strain it off and continue on with the soup. And since we want our soup to stay pretty clear, we are gonna start by using cold water going into this stock, and then we're gonna bring it up to a simmer. Okay, I'm clicking on the link, Mia. Oh, Master Chef UK. All it's showing is his face. Let's turn this on to high to start. And then once it comes to a simmer, we'll turn it down and let it go for a bit. It's not loading. I'll try and look at it again. Okie dokes. We're gonna let that go. Okay, trying to look at it again, Mia. Load. Do it. Oh, there we go. Oh, what? Did he use lavender? A swan with a blue sauce. What is the process to make a rich stock or broth for a soup? So first things first, depending on what kind of stock you want to make, you want to pick up some bones. So either get pork bones, which I would say to use like the shank or the hock, which have quite a bit of gelatin in them. Or for beef, use like knuckle bones or some that have like a lot of marrow in them to give you lots of good flavor. And then chicken bones, it doesn't really matter. You can really use any part of it. Just make sure that you roast all of your bones and veg off really well before you start your stock. And then a vegetable stock only takes about half an hour to make from start to finish. That is the fastest one to make because the flavor is imparted really quickly into the water. But any other like meat style stock, I would at least let it go for, if you can, overnight, but let's say minimum 6 hours if you do want it really, really rich. And then, like I said, always do cold water to start and it'll stay nice and clear for you. So, 1 onion, 3 carrots, and some celery, aka our mirepoix for our soup. So we're gonna start to prep this stuff now. And as always, cut it into bite-sized pieces so that it's easy to eat in your soup. No problem, sweet and spicy. So I typically like to do a small dice for my soups, just so it looks a little bit more refined. Yeah, you should start making your own. I mean, it's fairly inexpensive to make on your own. And it is worth the time and effort. So if you have the time to do it, I would always recommend doing that. Yeah, it's gonna get emotional in here. It's true, Jim. We have about 15 minutes until we check on our bread. I know, look at the design in this one today. It looks cool. Jim, are you feeling better today? This one's crazy. It's like flying out. It's got a mind of its own. Not really. You're just playing with us now. What is the best type of knife for home butchery? I would say a boning knife. Or yeah, a Chinese cleaver. So there's a couple options. I mean, I got Sam this cleaver last year at some point, I think for his birthday, which is really, really good. It is an Asian brand that I have no idea what it is, but it's super, super good. We've done a lot of things with this. So that's good if you want to like go through a lot of bone and stuff like that, but if you're doing mostly chickens, you don't need anything that big. I would typically just use a boning knife. You're still seeing the doctor? Holy smokes, dude. Eat your veggies. Or that too, yeah. You want to get back into the gym. I know it sucks when you have no energy, hey? Okay, onions can go over. We're making a lot of soup today, guys. Probably at least like 8 to 10 portions. Could have had a V8. I haven't heard that in so long. Is this gonna be okay for you? Or you can't? No? Posh is too good for carrot peels now. It's Victoria. But the carrot ends though. I think she's still into it. KFC! Hello! Welcome in! And Jason, what is ew? You can't just pop in and say ew. Like, that's not a thing. Posh is a borderline vegetarian. I know, you would think so, hey? She loves fresh veggies. Tristan loves KFC. You can stay KFC. You're all right. Your dog will eat some greens. Yeah, Posh is like, she loves almost everything. She doesn't like parsnip. She doesn't like carrot peels. She loves almost anything else. Doesn't really love lettuce too much, but likes the stalks, like the crunchy part. Are those Cheetos? You wish, Jim. Yeah, we've had her since she was a puppy. How old was she when we got her?
About 8 or 9 weeks.
8 or 9 weeks, and where was she from?
Iowa.
We got her from Iowa, guys. So Posh is actually American. We've converted her though. She has her Canadian citizenship now. Yeah, America. I actually knew this girl whose name was America. It was the greatest thing ever. Felt bad for her though, because everyone just, whenever someone said her name, they're like, America. You have to say it like that. Carrots are flying. Posh says winning. Seriously. I think it is so much better than that one. Like, so much better. I'm sorry, Frankers, but Posh is gonna beat you out. Yeah, Tris, it's gonna be Posh, Chef Posh. It's adorbs. So the celery leaves we're not gonna put into the soup because they make it really bitter, especially when they start to turn yellow. So I'll just leave those out. Celery is a little bit dirty, so I'm just gonna give it a quick wash before we cut it up. Toss an onion. No, they're poisonous for dogs, Tris. And plus, she wouldn't even touch it. She'd be like, excuse me, human. What are you doing? Celery and peanut butter? Yeah, she'd totally be down. Toss one at Betty. Who do you think? Tristan. This is what Betty says to you. She's not having any of it. Stir fry the celery leaves with beef, onion, and oyster sauce. I'm sure that would be good. The oyster sauce would like sweeten it up a little bit. Yeah, watch your ass. You're gonna get beat by Betty. Betty beat down. You guys are done. Wow. Guys, Betty's packing and she's showing me old photos. They're good stuff. My graduation. Yeah, high school. Good old high school days. Okay, so that stuff's prepped. Let's get... Just gonna go run out and grab a couple cloves of garlic. Here is the thyme that I picked earlier from the plant outside. Any mullets? No mullets on those photos.
Can you pause it? I don't know.
Okay, Betty's gonna show you one. Do you have to keep it plugged in?
Maybe I can unplug it for a second. It's just not charged.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. It's
We broke it.
No, it's just not charged.
It starts over.
I think so.
Bulking photos. What is Holyfield? I don't even know what that is. Oh, okay. See, I know nothing, guys. I don't know that kind of stuff. I think like 3 cloves of garlic is going to be good for this. You don't want to overpower the flavor of the turkey, right? Just want to add a little bit of aromatics that will complement the flavor of the meat. So that'll get minced in as well. Just put that off to the side, and then I think I will chop this up. Hey, how did you know I had blonde hair, Tristan? I don't know if you guys are ready for that one, though. I was like way back in culinary school. Or maybe I told you, Tristan, that I started the Miley Cyrus hair phase before she even had it. Was it a phase? Oh, totally. Pretty much just like cut all of my hair off and then dyed it like platinum blonde. The brows were not blonde because there's no way that I can dye them that color. Like they would probably just go orange because they're so dark naturally. They're like a little bit more light. Okay. Okay, ready guys? This is Kate. Graduation.
2009?
Yeah, circa 2009. Oh, you got that glare. It's my little grad dress. So fancy. Gotta hold it down. That's it. We can't go any closer because the thing will unplug. Like a little digital photo frame. Kate, that's good. That's good. Our stuff is just coming to a simmer in the pot. Nice dress, thanks. Yeah, I don't look too different. Thanks, guys. More muscles. I mean, I think I have more muscle mass now. I was so skinny when I played soccer. I was like 20 pounds lighter than I am now. All of the cardio. What does Rando look like? I mean, I don't know if I should put a picture of him up. Without his... Okay, show that one. Betty found another good one.
Today's picture day.
Yeah, we're doing picture day. We got time. So that's Doggo and me.
So that would have been 2000.
Kayaking in the Okanagan. Look how red she is there still.
Should have been 2.
She was 2 years old.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now she's just a little gran. Okay, let me just scroll through real quick. I'll show you guys blonde Kate. Might take a bit.
How does Tristan know?
Because he asked me one time.
Oh.
Yeah, so young and full of color. Yeah, she used to chase all the ducks in the water in the lake. Definitely a bird dog. There's no doubt about it. We're almost there. Yeah. Okay, that's when I first had it done. Almost looked like the guy from Zoolander. Now that I look at it. Or this one. Super blonde. That didn't last very long though, guys, because it kind of destroys your hair, right? Okie dokes. So we still need to get out a couple of different herbs for the soup. So I need to find some bay leaves and sage, and then I'll go grab the rice from outside as well. The eyebrows were different, hey? I told you it took like 5 years to get them like this. Chief loves the blonde. Okay, the bay leaves have been acquired. We'll do a couple of these. Yeah. And then we'll just use a little bit of the ground sage. So let's make sure that we don't overpower the soup with this. Has Kush ever had puppies? She has not. She has not, guys. But I'm sure she would have made really cute doggos. For sure. Okay, Betty has one more picture to show.
And then that's it.
Just clearing the area, because we are going to divide our buns up next. I don't know if you can even tell what it is. It's hard to see. That's us sleeping in the back of the truck on our way back from the Okanagan. Just dead. Sunburnt and dead. Buns. Okay, I'm gonna leave this down here. BRB. Oh yeah. It's looking so good. Definitely has doubled in size. Everyone looks so red. Yeah, I know. So this is how puffy it is. So what did I say? 20 pieces, right? So we might as well grab our glass pan that we're gonna bake them in and put it beside us. And just turn our stock down while we do this. Don't want it to really boil at all. Chill it out. This dough does have a bit of butter in it, so it shouldn't stick to your counter too bad. Go like that. And this recipe is mainly whole wheat flour, so a pretty healthy bread to make. You know what, Tris? It's very true. We did have a lot of fun growing up. Like, we were camping from when I was born, pretty much. All the way through.
6 weeks old.
Betty says 6 weeks old. Okay, I'm gonna divide this in half to start. And then probably just cut off 10 pieces from each log. Maybe pull it out a little bit so it's easier. Four, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19. Okay, which ones look a little bit bigger? I'll just cut a little bit off of them. They all kind of look the same size. We just need one more, guys. One more, that's it. Yeah, I was an outdoors baby. It's true. Okay, that looks good. So now we're just gonna roll them up, make our nice little bunners. Just gonna make some room over here for myself. And you guys know the drill. Nope, Bran is older than me by 5 years. So we're just gonna take it in our palm and use our thumb and fingers to push and pull it and make a really nice kind of smooth dough. And there shouldn't really be a seam on the bottom. So your ball should look like this. And then, like I said, we're doing 4 by 5. And then when they proof up, they will start to kind of touch each other. So they're more of like a pull apart bun, I would say. Which I'm pretty stoked to make. I don't make these very often. And I'm pretty stoked. So I'm about 1/4 of the way to the partnership to Twitch, guys. Which you need about an average of 75 viewers watching you at all times. So we're 1/4 of the way there. Hoping that we make it there by August at least. Maybe sooner. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna do it, Death. Not stopping. Ever been to the Northwest Territories? No. do want to check it out, hopefully at some point. Canada's huge. I've not seen too much of it, to be honest. Would love to do that, like, biking trip all the way through the trail that they've created across Canada now. Go from the west coast to the east coast. Bike all the way with Sam. Okay, guys. So we have like one big bun down here, but that's okay. Then these are just going to be put to proof. So in a nice warm spot again. Just going to wipe off our counter area. And then it said about 1 to 2 hours for these guys to proof up again. So we'll see how it goes. We'll check after an hour. Nice bowels. I know it. This dough is really, really nice, I have to say. Seems like a lot of Canadians have beards. Yeah, it keeps us warm, Trist. Gotta keep the guys warm. Way too. Death beat you to it. And then we are gonna cover these with a tea towel, just so they don't dry out. As always. You guys should know the drill by now. Okie dokes. Did I cough on the balls? No. Why would you even think that? Oh God, what has Jim created for us today? A happy little bread loaf. Love it. So simple, dude, but so satisfying. Coconut chocolate tea, though. Really, really tasty. Okay, let's give this stock a taste. I think it's probably time to strain it out. It's looking nice and dark. Golden. Oh, I get it. From like Austin Powers. Mmm. Definitely tastes like a turkey stock. Pumped. Okay, so turning that off. I guess I will need another big pot to strain this into. Yeah, cough, cough. That's a good movie, Tris. Going over.
want it out of there? And you just move it.
When there's too many bones to fit into the strainer. It's an ish. You can't put it in right away though, because it's hot.
I know. Just dump it all in there. I'll put it in my towel.
Okay, pot is clean. Now we can use that to make the rest of our soup. And we'll just leave the stock to kind of cool off over there. Was the $10 enough for the strawberries and cream cake? I think so, dude. I think that's lots. Shouldn't be too expensive. Okay, and I'm quickly just gonna go grab the rice, like I said before, and then we are gonna start the soup. I know, it's gonna look so good, Tristan. So we'll go medium-high here on our pot. But I just rinsed it out, so I'm gonna let the water evaporate before I put in any oil. Otherwise it will start to splatter everywhere, which is not very fun to deal with. Yeah, good cooking. And I'm just gonna set the hour timer for our bunners so we don't forget about it. That's a good one, Tristan. I don't think I know Death's favorite food. Oh yeah, polish crushed leg day. That's awesome, dude. Now what are you gonna feast on to get all those calories back in you? Okay, we're almost dry in the pot, and then we shall start. Post-workout tub of all of the foods. Canned mussels. I mean, that's a good thing to eat for protein, though. It's lean. It's a good idea, dude. And it's cheap, too, I'm sure. Okay. Our oil is dancing, so that means our pot is ready to go. We're gonna start with the onions, carrots, and celery going in. So we're gonna leave the garlic and herbs out for now, otherwise they will burn. And then while that is cooking, we can chop up the turkey for the soup. And then I might be able to pull off a little bit of meat from the bones that we use for the stock. Are you serious, Tristan? Hawaiian pizza is your favorite? Yeah. Yeah, dude. Me too. See, like, it's very hard for a person that loves food to have, like, one favorite dish. But yeah, your lemon ginger chicken, Death, sounds really, really good. So as always, we are going to cook the mirepoix until it is just golden brown on the edges. That's how we are going to create the most flavor for our soup. Oh my gosh, Hawaiian pizza t-shirts, yes. Or we'll do an emote next for it. And you love raw scallops? Yeah. I know the texture is very interesting, hey? Wow, you don't even like them cooked. Good for you, Death. Okay, so here is miscellaneous bag of like the dark meat mostly. And then we have a full turkey breast as well, which is delicious. So all of these dark spots on there, we injected the turkey with like a brine, I guess, or some seasoning the day before we deep fried it. And those are like all of the flavor bombs. $100 to use that emote. I mean, I'm in, Jim. I just don't have any more slots right now. And I don't know if I even will get any more slots until I'm partner. The only like downfall of just being an affiliate. What? You've never had lobster, Tris? Man. Man, oh man. I think I'm just gonna dump out this whole bag and just go through it because there is some skin and stuff in here, which is super flavorful as well, so I don't think I'm gonna throw it out. I know, I have 2 more now. You grew up next to McDonald's, classic. It's true, Death. I do have 3, so we have the onion, and then we'll have the 2 more that Solid makes for me. Okay, so this is the delicious turkey skin, which I'm probably just going to throw in like that to kind of flavor the broth a little bit more. So let's sift that out first.
I want a turkey sandwich now.
Betty says she needs a turkey sandwich now.
Right.
Have an emote of Betty holding up her fist. That'd be accurate, guys.
That's not it was just a joke.
Do you want to get some meat off the top
If you want.
while I put it in here?
Just kind of feeling around for any like really gristly or tough pieces that we don't want in the soup.
Bones.
Yeah, or bones as well. And then obviously the smaller pieces I won't cut down any further. Ooh. That came off of this bones that we used in the stock. Yum. Oh, guys, I know that doggo wants some. She'll probably get a snack like that. She says, I'm in. I'm ready. The turkey tender. It's like a massive chicken tender. And then we're not gonna put the turkey in till like the last minute so that it doesn't dry out, guys.
Are you done with this then?
Well, I need it
You need it?
because that's going into the soup. I think so, Des. Like, he hit that on the spot for how she looks at the food behind me. Oh, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I think I'm just gonna kind of rough chop these turkey bits here. I mean, we just need them small enough so that it fits on a spoon nicely.
Okay, Posh. On your way. Go.
Okay, yum. This stuff is sizzling, so I'm just gonna give it a stir. Okay, sounds good, Dad. We are getting there. It is 4 o'clock now, so we're still doing really good. Move that over and just start to chop this up smaller. I think I need a snack of this piece though, since it's still warm. Like, look at that flake. Perfectly tender still. That's how you know it's cooked well as well. When the tender is still like light pink inside. Oh yeah. This is Posh's appetizer today. Turkey snacks before dinner. Death, what's your favorite kind of sushi? That's something you never told me. Okay, so we probably won't use all of this turkey breast. We'll see. Huh? Because we're gonna use some for a turkey sandwich, I think. Little turkey bun on the side with our honey wheat rolls. I was just thinking that I knew someone was gonna say that, Polish. I think those are one of my fave. And yeah, sashimi for sure, every single time. So because this part is a little bit more crunchy and dry here, I'm gonna put that in the soup for sure, because that will soften up. And this stuff is sizzling again, so let's give it a stir. Yeah. Veg is almost there. Oh, deep fried roll. That's a good one too. Tristan just reminding us that it's almost 4:20.
And
Then Death's gonna go out, maybe.
gotta go out for smoke.
Packed and ready. The bowl is packed. It's going out for a bowly bowl. Probably enough for the soup. So let's grab our garlic cloves, mince them into our pot. Give it a stir. We'll do the thyme as well. Baked with Kate. It's true, guys. It's gonna happen. Seriously, one of my favorite smells in here right now. Like when you put the garlic into the hot mirepoix with the thyme, so good. You keep just sniffing the chili oil. Honestly, Polish, we used to do that at the restaurant. It was just like the most amazing smell. Like one of the kids, when they went to go traveling in Asia, like he brought a little bottle with him so he could use it wherever he went. Like, it's just so good. You can't beat it. Okay, this is looking amazing. I love the color on the bottom of the pot. So I think next step, let's pour our rice in and toast it up a little bit. And then we'll pour in our stock. Nanatera, hello. So 2 cups of rice should be good. That's it, empty, crushed. And then the rice is gonna start to turn translucent, which is what we want. Just stir this around for about a minute. Looks good, smells good. Stock is going in. Give that another stir, and then we're gonna scrape off whatever goodness is stuck on the bottom of the pot. And see how nice and rich and dark our stock is, though. It looks so good. This ain't your grandma's turkey soup. Do it, Posh. Get that YouTube series going, man. Okay, so just gonna push the turkey over on the board that we're gonna use for the soup, and then I'll just quickly slice up the rest of the turkey breast for our sandwiches later. I don't know why there's like a circle in the pot, but it looks weird. Man, I had no idea how to stream or anything like that. Just read up a bunch on it. Got help from people that knew a little bit more than me, and then just did it. Jim, I was waiting for you to Photoshop something in there. I never know what it's gonna be. Yeah, who wants a turkey sandwich? I'm sure everyone's putting their hand up. On some nice, fresh, squishy buns. What? How's the hummus? Better today?
It's good.
Guys, Betty's munching on the eggplant hummus. Polish. I would totally watch that. You would, Tristan. You would. Okay, I'm just going to put this back into our little Tupperware container and keep it cold in the fridge because it's not time to eat just yet. And then for the turkey, I guess I'll just put it back into this bag so that we can keep using the cutting board. So we still have to prep our salad. Yeah, put the pressure on him, Death. Just do it. Just Nike it. Okay, turkey skin and stuff is gonna go in now. It's gonna make the broth even darker, I bet. Polish, I can see you being chef from the movie Chef and just like randomly opening a food truck. That's you. He likes the foodage. Yep. The lettuce is coming. Oh, it looks more dark green this week. Maybe they changed something. A couple different kinds of lettuce here. Do I buy produce locally? I do. So these lettuces, they're grown in Calgary and Alberta. And then this bag of greens here I got from an organic farm that I volunteer at. So I get to take home fresh veg when I leave. Yeah, no cheating, Polish. Come on now. Devil's lettuce in 3 minutes. Thank you for the countdown, Tristan. Yum. Can actually taste the roast or smell the roasted duck from that stock. So good. So we did end up planting a couple of these root ends. I think one of them is growing, but I don't know about the other ones. I might have cut it too short, I'm thinking.
All of them off.
So I'll cut it a little bit higher up. But it seems to work.
Well, or just leave some in the middle. Okay.
Like I think this one here is cut too far down, but this one and this one should work fine. Because all of the roots are still here, which is the good part. Ah, Jim, I didn't even click on your thing yet. You turned the turkey tender into a fish. Love it. Okay, man, hope you're feeling better. Hopefully catch you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in as always. Yes, Death, do it. Post it up. Yeah, you want to plant stuff outside, but there's still 5 feet of snow. The struggle. It's still too cold in the mornings here for us to even plant stuff, Polish. Like, unless you have a greenhouse, it's not time yet. Which, that's pretty late in the season already for us, so I think everywhere is just a little bit too cool. Look at a piece of turkey. Okay, so obviously, as always, we're just gonna go through, pick off the bruised leaves. Yeah, toss out the doggo couch and do planting instead. Way better. Except doggos might get sad. Not very much waste this time, guys. Lettuce is getting better, I think, every week almost. Probably gonna go a little bit interstellar today so that we can wash all of these greens up really well. And then I do just have a bag here. Let's sift through it. I believe it's already washed though. That was somehow stashed in the fridge and it's not looking the best. But I see some romaine that we can use for sure. It's not slimy. And everything else does not look very good. They already own the actual couch. Post on Reddit. Okay, it looks like the rice is pretty much done. So I don't really want to overcook it. I'm going to take some out and try it. And I'm probably just going to turn this off until around 5:30. Oh, helicopter. Hello. How are you today? Yep, race is done, guys. We are well on our way. And we got about half an hour until the bread has been proofing for an hour. Fried chicken wrap, yum. And how was it? That is the most important question. Now you make me want to eat a chicken Caesar wrap with buffalo sauce in it. It's the dragon, Tristan. It's in the same spot as yesterday still. Crazy little dragon. You taught your little cousin how to punch? How old is your cousin? Okay, Interstellar for a minute or two. Yep. Okay, that looks good. The chicken was juicy and crunchy. Nice. That's all you want. That's all you need. Gickenray with the follow. Thank you. Sorry I did not see that. Let's grab our handy dandy salad bowl. As always. Paul, you just forget. See, you subbed and now you don't even remember. Love it. I'm just going to tear up any kind of larger leaves. Just take your money. I know there's like a little bit of controversy about like whether it's better to cut your lettuce or tear it, but I always find tearing it makes it less bruised. Because some people's knives are so dull that they kind of just bruise it anyways, right? Okay, there's our first round of greens. I know, I would love to ship you guys food. You definitely gonna wash these ones. There's all sorts of stuff in here. Don't want any buggers or slugs. You should start using that stuff, helicopter. Start experimenting. Is that a weed? Mia, you're bad. Just pops in, says the worst things. I love it. Oh, that's what you said last time. Your mom just keeps buying all this crazy stuff and never uses it. That one's really crazy. These greens are just like so much lighter feeling than the other ones, so look at this. This is like a baby Swiss chard leaf for sure. And then I believe these are little arugula leaves. It's super mild though. I just tried it. Baby kale's in the mix. What else? Just some nice leaf lettuce. I think that's it for the mix, but it's super nice. Might just take some of the kale stems out. This though, that's a weed, so we're not gonna eat that. So I don't think that's very good for us. I mean, I could be wrong though, because I found a few of those in there already. Interstellar. You have 30 pots? Holy. She's got like a full-blown commercial kitchen going on over there. Kale stems for the dog. Yes. She's just waiting so nicely. You do, Paul. They'll be like, what are you talking about? What do you mean it's interstellar? Be like, brah. You don't even know. Interstellar is space. It is true, Tristan. I've never seen the movie yet, though. I'm behind on the times. Okay, the greens have been dealt with. Go get your cast iron out and re-season it. Cast irons are the best. Okay, apples next. Just catching up on what you guys are doing in Discord. Oh, that's your dog vid. The doggo. Okay, so we're just gonna thinly slice these. The King Killmonger Thank you for the biddies. I like chicken. I like turkey. But what I love most is bacon jerky. Nice rhyme. Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably pretty rusty, hey? Thanks, Killmonger. Welcome to the stream. You want an apple? I know, I'm probably gonna sneak a little piece of it. Ah, thank you for the host as well. Okay, so thinly sliced. I mean, you can do as thick or as thin as you want, really. I tend to go about 1/4 of an inch thick. Yeah, hooray for the host. Albus, thank you so much. Thin, not thick. We'll probably have to get a thick emote too, hey guys. All of these things that we need, but we can't get yet. That is very weird, Polish. So if you eat it raw, you have a reaction, but if it's cooked or baked, like in a pie, it's okay. That's an odd one. Fiscal, you made it. Welcome in. How's your day going? Oh, I know, Death. Have you been watching me just like toss her the little end pieces? She's not letting me forget about her at all right now. Like a foot away from me, just sitting so nice. Applewood smoked pecans. That sounds yummy. Are you like a smoke master? Are you a pit master, Killmonger? Definitely heavy on the apple here. Super busy with renos today. Well, that's a good thing though, right? Was it your bathroom that you were doing, if I can remember properly? Oh, we got a little boo-boo here, so I'm just gonna shave that off first. But nothing that the doggo can't eat. Okay, so we just got our text that our peeps are on the way. Death, you got a smoker recently? What kind? Give me all the deets. You're the pit boss of New York and Buffalo? What? Thank you again for the biddies. See, this one is like perfection because you can see through it. Now that's thin. Where's Mid Down Road? Oh. Oh. She hit the apple under the stove, guys. Did you get it? Oh, nice. I'm sure your girls are happy to have their own little fancy bedroom then. You need help? What happened? It's right there. Good girl. She says, thank you, human. Do I ever add salt? I do. Probably not gonna go into this salad though, but we will be salting the soup a little bit later on when it's done. But I typically don't salt too many things other than meat before I cook them. Especially not sauces or anything, because when you reduce it down, it gets too salty. Okay, so this is our salad so far. We have to turn on our oven. I'm gonna do, I think, 400 Fahrenheit to toast our pecans. Holy, this rice exploded in this soup. Do you even have a soup with your rice, guys?
That's like stew.
Stoop. Good thing there's a little bit extra stock though. Here we go. I know, we need a thick emote now. It's a must. So we're just gonna use a sheet pan. What? You're crazy, Killmonger. Thank you so much. You're winning the cheers. So just so you know, I pick a top cheer at the end of the week, so on Fridays. And I will let you request a meal for me to make. So if you stay on top, you better get thanking. Yeah, some of them fell out. You gotta try again. Yeah, I like to include my viewers in on what I make. That's the fun part. Alright, so here's our tray of newts. Just gonna let the oven preheat. I am going to pour in the remainder of the stock into our now stew. Chef Bronson with the follow. Like Action Bronson? Because that would be pretty sick. Welcome in, everybody. Killmonger, you got them in this time. Thank you so much, honestly. Every little bit helps. Just gonna put the lettuce away real quick so it doesn't wilt. Death. Thank you, man. Getting into it too. I think we made enough turkey soup for the neighbors. Pierce Bronson. It might be, guys. You never know. Okay, so salad is pretty much done. All we have left is to bake our buns. We crushed it. And so for the spiced pecans, I'm using chili powder. It's a Mexican style. And we're first gonna toast our pecans so that they release a little bit of their natural oils. And if it seems a little bit too dry once they're toasted, we'll just drizzle on a little bit of olive oil to get our chili powder to stick. And then we'll let them cool off and top the salad. And I almost forgot to put the goat cheese on this too. So let's do that now, and then I'll probably pop that into the fridge. Yeah, just sprinkling some salt on. Thank you, Polish. You guys are spoiling me today. So this is what I'm using. Chevre. And they're just little goat cheese crumbles. So you don't have to get your hands super yucky. I just typically use a spoon to scoop it out. Salt your tongue. We're about 5 minutes out from checking our buns as well. It is stuck on the end. I see it. What is going on? The sundae jar is like overflowing. But apples, nuts, and goat cheese are a really, really good combo. And I think it will go well to add like a nice rich aspect with our soup. So I'm good with that. It's a good amount. What's up, Killmonger? What do you mean it took yours away due to my settings? What kind of settings do I have? Death, we need to fix this. Can I change it though? Or is it just something that happened with Twitch? Okay, just gonna pop this into the fridge. A very large salad indeed. And guess what, guys? We almost forgot to put our bay leaves and sage into the soup. So let's stick those in now while it's sitting. Do about a ½ teaspoon of dried ground sage so it's not overpowering. We're just gonna give that a stir. Stoop.
How much rice did you put in?
2 cups. 2 cups of rice. We got stoop. We're filling up.
And now you got 4 cups
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stoop for the neighbors. No, they don't deserve that, guys. That is very large and doesn't even fit into the container that I'm filling. That is silly, Death. I'm upset for you. Yo, Trist, are you still in here or did you die? Pro tip, keep your spice bottles and just buy bags. It's cheaper. It's the pro tip of the day, guys. Brought to you by Betty. Yeah. You're back now. Where did you go? What are you talking about? Parrot flew out of its room. The heck? Nice, Polish. Yeah, that's what we got going on with all of our spices, is we just use little mason jars to keep them. I just saw there was like an apple way behind here, so I had to eat it. Couldn't let it die. You have 2 African gray parrots. That's very cool. So where did it fly? If it flew out of its room. That's nutso. I'm looking this up. Holy. Oven party. Oh, we used to have one of those parrots at the pet shop back in Alberta, and its name was Spike. They flew to the kitchen. Smart birds. Okay, that was the timer for our buns. So let me put the pecans in, because that was also the oven saying it's ready. Set a timer, 5 minutes, and then we won't burn our nuts. And let me just go get the buns so we can peek on them. Thick buns. Holy! Yeah, you guys aren't even ready for this. Boom. Look how good those look. They're like a little bit dry on top, but in the good way. Oh, chef de party. Party chef. I remember when I actually got that designation in one of the kitchens I worked in. I was so pumped. I was like, yeah, I'm the party chef. I do have a Twitter. It's simply called Cook with Kate. But I appreciate you trying to shout me out. Thank you so much, sir. How is your day going also? And how did all of your courses turn out last night? I saw that you had like a 7-hour stream. That's nutso, dude. Could I score a couple tops? I think it would work because it's drying out pretty nice. So I'm gonna bring those away from the fire just so they don't overcook, because they're still gonna puff up a little bit when we bake them off. We can try it for sure, Polish. And then they also gave the option of brushing them with butter afterwards, which sounded really good to me. I know, yeah, I love scoring them and when they open up in the oven. So, so good. It's okay. Sounds good, chef. Thanks for popping in. No, stay here. Okay, I'll grab my razor blade so that we can try that out on a couple of them. He's gotta get ready. Yeah, considering he doesn't know what he's making yet tonight. He's gotta get going. But seriously, Chef Bronson, that's gonna bug me since they just followed. They never said hi or anything. Could it be? Is it real? Action Bronson. He's a rapper slash chef who does like videos online with Vice, aka Munchies. Just go in the birthday suit. Yeah. That would be a good one, guys. One minute left. Smelling roasty and toasty. Death, how is your lamb looking? Could you need to for sure post photos of that. Like when it's in the roaster and when it comes out, whatever you do with it. We have rules though. Yeah, we have to be good. Okay, so I'm just gonna prep this little guy so that we can take it outside later. So I'm just gonna fill this up with a little bit of water so it doesn't dry out too much. And then just pop it in there like that. And we'll plant it tomorrow. Those are the newts. Just grabbing the oven mitts, guys. Probably looks deader than a doornail. Oh yeah. I think we're almost there. Maybe about a minute or two more. Because you can kind of see the oil is just starting to come out on some of them that are shiny. Two minutes and we should be good. All right, Polish. Sounds good, man. Yeah, it's always good to have you in here and chatting. You have a great night and probably talk to you tomorrow. Mimo, how are you doing? It's been a while. It has been a little while, guys. And I guess while we're waiting, we can fill up our rice container again. Break open the new bag. Get the kitchen set back up. Lil Mimo. I just love saying that. Oh yeah. Bag o' rice. Yep, those are perfect. So like I said, there's not a ton of oil coming out of the nuts, which there isn't. I'm gonna put them into a bowl and toss them with a little bit of olive oil. Then we need to coat them with the spice mixture while it's still warm. Rice can go aside for a sec. Just gonna dust it with some chili powder. Smells so good. Maybe a touch more. And this stuff is not very spicy at all. Just adds a lot of flavor. Just gonna taste one. Perfect. Okay, maybe there's a little bit of spice, but it'll be really good with the salad. What happened to Omad and Onionies? I think they work a lot during the week right now, but next week or this weekend they're getting together. So they were saying that they would do a stream, which I think would be hilarious. So hopefully they do that. Okay, we're just gonna let the nuts cool off before we top the salad with them. We're at 5 o'clock now. And the buns take about 25 minutes to bake, so those guys said that they were on their way around 4:30. How long do you think until they get here?
Probably
An
an hour.
hour more?
No, from then. 1 hour altogether.
Okay. So we'll bake the buns pretty soon then. And then all we have to do is throw the turkey in our stoop. And then it's good to go. Time to eat. Okay, so rice. Oh, look at that. New crop, 2018. We got some fresh rice. Okay, ready? I'm gonna read what the back of the bag says. Thai Home Mali jasmine rice is an authentic traditional rice grown only in Thailand. Kirkland Signature, aka Costco, is cultivated by generations of small family farmers in northeast Thailand where the climate, soil conditions, and seasonal rains produce the highest quality jasmine rice. When cooked, this versatile, delicate rice is distinctly aromatic with a tender texture. Yum. Do we have rush hour traffic? Oh yeah, Tristan. Yeah, it gets pretty bad sometimes. So apparently you're able to cut these strings on the rice bag, and then it should just open up. So let's see if we did it right. Yeah, there's really only like 2 main roads to go in and out of Victoria, which is like the main city on the island. Oh, guys, I got it. Got it. Should just open up. Oh, we have to do the second one now. Okay, so see how it's just pulling away like that? Really nicely. We should do the other side. And we are in. Perfection. No tearing of the bag, no nothing. They thought about that a couple times. Just looking at what the bread or the buns are going to bake at. So 350 Fahrenheit. It's going to turn the oven off for now. Is there a freeway across the island? Yep, there is a main highway and then a bunch of smaller ones throughout the different areas. So, I mean, it's still pretty easy to get around in that sense. Oh, God. 8 kilos going in. Give you guys the view just in case anything crazy happens. Only dropped a couple of kernels. Could have went way worse. Done and done. I think we might have to cut into those EATMORE bars a little bit while we wait. You're nicely cooled off now. We ready to go in? I think I'll try and cut it kind of like an EATMORE bar. So like thin rectangular pieces. And it definitely did not stick to the pan, which is good. There will be no issues getting it out. I had to eat that peanut there. Okay, you guys know the drill. Butt needs to be here. I know she would die. Or you should check the Discord and see what she posted. Alright, I'm just gonna take a quick photo of this before we dig in. Yum. Barbecue pork sliders on Hawaiian buns with steamed broccolini. That looks delicious. Okay, the lift out and the side view is a must. Oh, look at the bottom. So good. Yum. Like, look at the... It's just so wiggly and delicious. Okay, I'm gonna put that back in and just cut off a small piece before dinner. Eat the rest after. So the oats definitely help it to not be as sweet. Considering there's like a full cup of corn syrup in there, it's not overly sweet. But I think a little bit of salt would help to bring out all of the flavors. But that's just me. I mean, it's still delicious, just like this. It's like super fudgy. It makes you work for it. So like you really have to like chew. So that you can't just like mouth through it in 5 minutes, right? Mia, I think you would love this. It was so easy. Okay, let's preheat our oven. It says, I am here for you. Whatever you need. Should have added marijuana. That's a good idea, Tristan. Maybe when we do baked with Kate. Okay, here are the buns. They got even bigger already. They're so fluffy, like, look at that. I know Polish wanted me to score a couple of them, so why don't we do all of these ones that are kind of bigger on this end? Thunderstruck. Not yet. Not until August, supposedly. So I'm not going to do anything on here until then. All right, these are some full buns. So the way you score, you always hold it at a 45-degree angle. And then with these, I'm just going to do a single score through the middle. I don't know if this is going to help them rise or not, but I know that Polish wanted me to try. So here we are. So you can see how that will eventually open up. And that's it. So we'll see if those bake off a little bit different than the other ones. And then the recipe says to bake it for 15 minutes uncovered. And then it says it might brown up too much after that point, so we might have to cover it with foil to finish the rest. About like 10 to 15 minutes more. So total bake time is like 25 minutes. So let's get these in. Super pumped. "15 minutes to chill." Oh, you're in Arizona as well, Thunderstruck? It missed last time by only 3%. That's brutal. Okay, I'm just seeing if Solid has emailed the emotes over yet. Too excited now. Okay, nothing yet, guys. I'm just gonna scope out to see who we're gonna raid after this. Sushi Day is live, so it's probably gonna be her. She's one of my faves. Oh, it's okay if he's still working on it. Seriously, no rush. It's much faster than the 3 weeks that I've waited. There's 4 dispensaries by your house. There's 4 dispensaries in their little town that we live in. It's insane. Yeah, that's what we have here too, Fiscal, but it's not technically legal yet. Really don't know the rules regarding dispensaries around here. It's $300 for a doctor? They just like hand out the cards here. That's hilarious. Koopa Troopa. How do you whisper someone on Twitch? Go to your bottom right hand corner where it looks like a little messenger. And click on that, and that's all your whispers. Do I smoke, Kate? Yes, I do. Not very often, though. Once a day, typically, before bed, and that's it. Does Betty smoke? No. Hey, Rush. It's going good, my dude. We just put the buns in the oven and our stoop is just chilling on the stove. We just have to add the turkey to it. And salad is already made, so we're ahead of the game today. It's going good. How are you doing? Does it help me sleep? Excuse me. Sorry if you actually heard that little burp just now. I think it does help me sleep, Fiscal. Like, I fall asleep and I just sleep throughout the whole night. I don't wake up at all or don't really toss and turn too much either. It's been forever since you have? Oh no, Thunderstruck. You gotta travel to one of the states where it's legal. There was no toot, Tristan. There was a little burp, though. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm human. Back to work today. Are you still on night shifts, Rush? A fart. No. Guys, be good. I'm an angel. Come on. I'm innocent. Okay, Death. I am writing down your sushi request in my notes for this week. Posted a sneak peek. Yes. Lovely night shifts. Do you really enjoy night shifts, Rush? Because I know some people actually do a lot. I've never worked a real night shift before. Do I feel more tired when I wake up? No, I don't, Fiscal. But I guess like everyone has their own different threshold, right? So I never go past that. Okay, I'm checking Discord, Death. Oh, man. What did you season it with? Is there, like, paprika and stuff on there? Okay, let me get the bowls out and all of this fun stuff while I'm waiting. Let's grab a sneak peek. Oh, yeah. The buns that I scored, they look like little butts. They look hilarious. Night shifts are okay. It's better money. That makes sense. If you can hack it, though, that's really good for you. Tristan, you're still eating edibles? That's awesome. Yeah, the tiniest piece gone. Thunderstruck. Okay, let me just post the invite for you in chat, and you should be able to get in here. Solid Smith with the follow. Hey, dude. Good to see you. Okay, there you go, Thunderstruck. Welcome, welcome, Solid. This is Cook with Kate. Death, you made your own mix of Emerald's Essence? Nice. Did you say BAM, though? Because I don't know if it counts. if you didn't say that. Like the best part of the show. Bam. Kick it up a notch. Sweet. I know we're too excited for the emotes. We've talked about it a lot this stream. But I know it's gonna be good. All right, man. Sounds good to me. There's no rush, honestly. Yeah, feeling the love. Thank you so much. Tristan, yeah, don't eat edibles during the week. You'll just turn into a zombie, I'm sure. They're too powerful. So how long is that lamb going to take to roast in that little machine that you have? Is it like very similar to an oven, or does it take a little bit longer to cook it all the way through? Hey guys, I'm gonna start to kind of sift out the turkey skin from this while we're waiting. So that all we have to do is throw in the turkey itself. But I'm pretty sure the skin gave us a lot of really good flavor. Take all the rice off of it. I think that's it. Perfection. What is the flavor of the edibles that you eat, Tristan? Like a cake or a brownie or a cookie? Those buns, though. Okay, I'm just gonna add a touch of water into our soup so that's not as thick, and then we will season it. Two minutes out from the buns. Bay Yonder with the follow. Welcome in. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, chocolate. Interesting. Pushing the limits on the soup pot. They get overly hard too. I guess unless you like pop them in the freezer, right? That's the only thing that might help that. Then you just take it out whenever you want it. Okay, let's stir in the turkey. The consistency feels better now, guys. We're making some thick soup today.
How was the EATMORE? Like it always was? Yeah.
It was good. Taste to taste. The butters. You microwave cookies a bit? Yes. Just heat them up a touch until they're soft and gooey. It's a good way to do it. Okay, let's check these little guys out. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, this is where we're at. So halfway there. Let's do 10 minutes more. They don't look like they're getting too brown, so I'm not going to cover them. I think I want them a lot more golden than what they look like now. Passed out for 13 hours. Goodbye, Trist. That's some potent stuff. Be careful. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna season our soup right now while we're waiting. Yeah, that's probably a better option just because they do put a set quantity into their edibles so that you don't have a near-death experience. And what is the temp on this as well? So we're probably going to start to heat this up on very low heat. Yeah, it's like lukewarm now, so we'll go at like a 2.5. What do I hate most about cooking? I don't know if I really hate anything about cooking. I mean, in kitchens, probably the one thing that would hold a person back is just having to work with a lot of different people at one time. So there is people of all different abilities, right, in the kitchen. So there's obviously the chef and the sous chef are all pretty experienced, but I think it's really fun and challenging to teach people how to cook when they really don't know nothing or know anything. So I did really enjoy teaching the younger kids how they should work in a kitchen, and you really do develop like a good team atmosphere together. But sometimes we would get some kind of weird people in that we would hire, and I mean, it just wouldn't work out, right? If they don't fit in with the whole team, then it's never gonna happen as much as you try for it to happen. Yeah, that's probably the one thing solid, is just having to do dishes. I mean, it's a lot easier in a commercial kitchen because the dishwasher cycle takes about 1.5 minutes compared to like 2 hours of a dishwasher at home. But yeah, probably the cleanup after, but I've always been a really clean person, so cleaning for me is not a chore. Typically, if you work in a clean kitchen, it means that you take pride in all of the things that you use. So this does need a little bit of salt. I think I'm going to start with about 2 teaspoons. And then some cracked pepper as well. Stir that in. Oh my God. Does the chef clean the kitchen or does someone else clean it after you leave? Nope. I mean, in most kitchens, everyone cleans it together and then everyone leaves together. But some kitchens do have cleaners that come in and do the floors and stuff for them, but I don't think I would trust anyone else to clean a kitchen for me. What? Solid? That's so cool. Since 2011, yeah, that's a little while. I mean, that's kind of when I started cooking. So I'm just about over 7 years now. 7.5 probably. Yeah, that's also the one really good benefit about cooking in a kitchen is typically you do get a free meal at least every day that you work. I wouldn't work anywhere in a kitchen if they didn't offer that, because then it wouldn't be worth it. Ooh. Found another piece of skin, guys. Get that out. Preston with the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in, my peeps. Yeah, that makes sense, Tristan. You would just get sick of drinking it and seeing it and everything, right? Jobs like that are very, very monotonous are not the greatest thing, but obviously they are quite easy. Yes, Thunderstruck, people who work in kitchens get free food. It's one of the benefits. Baji Success. Hello. How are you today? You have an idea. Yes, Solid. You sound a lot like my boyfriend, Sam. A chef for 15 years, but like huge into computers and gaming and everything like that. And yeah, he really took care in his staff and made sure that everyone had like a good meal before they went home. Maybe even sometimes 2 or 3 if they didn't have a lot of money. Like, you have to take care of your staff, and that's the one simple thing that you can do. Why don't we open a dispensary? I know, right? It'd be brilliant. Betty and I could bake all of the goods. Be so much fun. We can call it Schmoky Shams. 2 minutes left on our bunners. We'll have to see if they're ready at that time. They might need an extra 5. And no one's here yet. The heck. Thunderstruck, I just saw that you got on the Discord. Welcome in. So in the recipe section is where I post all of my recipes that I do every day. Literally everything. So tomorrow's recipes are already up. So I'm trying to get ahead because I'm going to be on the farm in the morning, so won't have much time to do paperwork. Mr. Niner, what is that little stew? It looks delicious. Yeah, I can bake all day then. But then who's gonna cook dinner? Yeah. Do I farm cattle or plants? So I volunteer at an organic farm that just has plants on it. And right now we are kind of in the process of just taking care of all the little seedlings and transplanting them into either the greenhouse or the field, depending on what the type of plant is or vegetable. And it's been really fun. I've only worked there 2 days so far, but I do it twice a week for 3 hours at a time. And then I love it, so I get to take home fresh veggies. Obviously, it's going to differ between the seasons. But I do love gardening, so I decided why not check out an actual farm and see like the bigger aspect of things, because that is all new to me. But it is a passion of mine for sure. Yeah, do you even garden, bro? Hey guys, now look at the buns. I think they're good. They look like perfectly golden brown. Just pulling one apart, and yep, they are done. Oven is off. I'm just gonna take a quick photo of these. It's too hot in Arizona to garden. I believe that. How do you even garden in the desert? So this is what we're looking at. The scored ones didn't really open too much. Wonder what Palsh is gonna think. We got buns, hun. You guys have a garden, Tristan? How come this is the first time I hear of this? Or is it your roommate that mostly takes care of it? I know, I was gonna say you guys need to meet up or something if you're both in Arizona. Yeah, those are some good looking bones. A little more country. Should we brush them with butter though? I think so. So there's only a little bit left in this dish anyways. Buckeye. That's a cool name of a place to live. It's like very American. Brush those buns. Get that sheen. those look good. Brush. Thank you, man. Thanks for being here, honestly. I hope you have a great night at work. Hopefully see you tomorrow. That dog track? What's that? Yeah, solid. I'm on Vancouver Island in Canada. So, West Coast. On like the southern tip of the island. Okay, so soup is almost simmering. Are we gonna make turkey sandwiches? Or like one bun or not?
Yeah, with the buns.
What?
Yeah, with the buns.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll take the turkey out. Let's just try our broth here now that I added a little bit of salt. You're in Delta. What? I thought you were in Europe. That's what Death said. So I think this still needs a bit more salt. A very, very small amount. Just a sprinkle. You're Canadian? Well, shoot. Well, that's unreal, dude. Yeah, I just came from Vancouver in January and moved out to the island. Man, you should make your way out. Gonna start having some people come in and stream with me. Let's cook some stuff. $7 million on a dog racetrack. Holy smokes. That's crazy, Tristan. Okay, let's get our sliced turkey out for our sandos. Probably gonna need some cranberry sauce to go with that. And maybe some garlic aioli. Yeah, Mom? Yeah. That we have stashed in the fridge. It's looking good still. Roasty and toasty. We'll take the salad out too and top it with the pecans, so that's where we're at so far. The cam's a little hard to see, but we be piled up. Homemade cranberry sauce for the win. And we might need mustard, probably. Yeah, for sure, solid. If you get in on my Discord, feel free to PM me if you're ever coming over. It's always good to meet new people out here, for sure. Like, why did they only keep it open for 3 years? That doesn't make sense, Tris. Imagine you walk into the house and the smell of food hits you hard. I know, Thunderstruck. I should, like, go outside and come back in. Describe everything.
You need to do it. Go.
Yeah. Take, like, a reset. Good stuff, guys. This is good stuff. Just smells like roasty in here. Okay, let's try the pecan again. It's a little spicy, but in the best way possible. So let it be known, Mexican chili powder has a kick. Death, I think you would love these. Or Chief too, you guys love your spice. It'll contrast the buns and the cheese and everything really well though. Oh, that makes sense. Why didn't they think about that earlier? Okay, sounds good, Solid. Thanks for joining. We got some foodies in there for sure. You bet it smells like Thanksgiving every day. No. I mean, I make quite a bit of different food every day, but typically, yeah, it smells pretty delicious. You're a major spicy fan? Nice. Nice, nice. You're happy, Chef Sub. Did it restart today or what? Happy got you. Lanouette with the follow. Welcome in and thank you. He has another emote again? He must be killing it. Okay, how is this heating up? The turkey is so tender. So we have, what, 10 days to go on our follower goal? I think we're going to crush it, though. By at least the end of next week. So that would pretty much mean that I got about 100 followers per month so far. Gonna keep killing it, guys. Okay, here is the poppy seed dressing that we're using today. So Lighthouse. Let's see the ingredients. So water, sugar, canola oil, cider vinegar, egg yolk. It's a real dressing actually. It has egg yolk in it. Poppy seeds, salt, distilled vinegar, so white vinegar, modified cornstarch, mustard, flour, dried onion, xanthan gum and acacia gum, so that those two just help with the consistency. It's actually a pretty legit dressing. Like, we know all of the ingredients that are in this, which typically does not happen too often. Mia, I'm so pumped that you're actually still awake. Are you not working tomorrow or something? Okay, you know what, guys? I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break before we plate up, and I will be right back. Okie dokes. Oh, you can sleep in then. Yeah, 4-hour day. Easy mode. That's awesome. No bathroom breaks. I'm sorry. I just need to stay hydrated. Yeah, totally solid. I know, I love finding all the Canadians on here. It's honestly a hard thing to do. Do you go out to eat in Vancouver a lot or not really? And I don't really know the Delta area too much. Haven't eaten out there at all. Just pass through going to the ferry, that's about it. Oh, that's even better. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of going out to eat anymore either. Because I just find it is so expensive for what you get. And obviously, with what I cook, I can pretty much make anything that I want to eat for way less money. Yeah, exactly. Just wish the rest of the world would realize that. Like, cooking seems like it's almost a lost skill these days. Not a lot of young people know how to cook anymore, and not well either. They're taking forever to get home. You know what, guys? I think I might just do a quick plate up. while we wait. Yeah. I know, I feel like if it's not kind of taught to you since you were young, you don't really experience it the same. I would love to teach people how to cook. I mean, that's kind of why I started this stream, is to try and do it that way, but I think it would be really cool to have people just come and sit in on my stream while I'm doing it and learn how to cook what I'm making. Yeah, it's such an important skill. Like, out of anything else that we should be able to do is at least feed ourselves so that we don't wither away. Okay, let's get a little bowl of salad.
God says 10 minutes. Stupid crazy traffic. So we're at 17 miles.
Yeah, I'm just gonna plate up then.
Yeah.
And then stop. So a little bit of everything in here. And then I typically like to keep the dressing on the side of the salad when I make it, just in case there's leftovers and it won't go wilty overnight. Just a light drizzle of the poppy seed, and it should contrast the spice of the nuts really nicely. Smoker's cough. I love it, Tris.
So bad.
So that's what that looks like. Just a nice little medley of greens, apples and nuts and cheese. Just gonna give this a little mix so I can get a little bit of everything in here, hopefully. Piece of apple, some nuts. Okay, that is the bite. I'm going in. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Super, super good. I love the tang of the poppy seed dressing and the goat cheese as well. Like, the spice of the pecan is just gone. You just really get like the nice toasted flavor of the nut. And then obviously having our nice fresh organic greens really helps. Am I gonna go to any of the Twitch Vancouver meetups? Honestly, I've been kind of doing a little bit of research about what is going on out here with our Twitch streamers. And I need to look farther into that because I didn't really know that it was a thing until about a week ago. I started trying to find a bunch more like Canadian streamers or local streamers. But there isn't much. But I think I would love to do that. It's not that far away. It gives me a reason to come over and eat ramen. Okay, let's dish out a little bit of soup to start. So I'm gonna wait until our peeps are home. You've only gone to one. Do you stream as well, Solid? So that's what our soup looks like. Really nice golden colored broth. The rice is pretty soft at this point, but I am not opposed to that. Like I said, it's kind of more of a stew than a soup. So it's like a stew slash soup. And typically I don't really garnish my turkey soup with anything. All of the flavor is already in there. What's the most expensive place to eat in Vancouver? I would probably say Hawksworth. is like the top restaurant.
Can some go?
We've never eaten there, honestly. Because I think I could make all that stuff myself. The only thing that's like expensive is the plating.
Is it downtown?
That's in Hotel Georgia.
Oh, okay.
It was a little too much for your PC. Yeah, I feel you. I've been having problems with my MacBook streaming the past 2 months. Okay, so soup is going in. Mmm. The broth is so nice. And then obviously the contrast between the light and dark meat from the turkey is really good too. Because the breast is more like tender, and then the thigh is more like stringy kind of texture. It's really good. We didn't overpower it with the sage or the thyme or anything like that. Just kept our spice flavor nice and light. Pretty pumped about that. It's going to be so good to dip our buns into this. Dominic's Steakhouse, on average, it's $130 per person. Yeah, I think Hawksworth is a little more expensive than that. Okay, should we make up a little turkey bun? Like, I mean little. Like, look at our little, it's so adorable. It's so cute.
How are you gonna put turkey?
So cute. Dip the bun in the stew. I know. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this in half. They're still warm. It's amazing. Look at the middle there. So honey wheat rolls. Never made this recipe before, but it smells so good. Okay, just gonna turn it down and I'll bring over our condiments. We're gonna do garlic aioli and cranberry sauce. You worked for a company out there in Langford. Sweet! That's awesome. I love how you describe it, Thunderstruck. You're so poetic. Okay, so here is our turkey breast that I sliced up earlier. So what I explained earlier was the dark coloring in the meat is where we actually injected a spice mixture with butter. And then we let it sit overnight, kind of like brined. And then we deep fried it the next day. We are dirty. So just a little bit of garlic aioli. Super garlicky. Delicious. Drugs was easier than cigarettes. Aw, Trist. Okay, all I did was fold over our piece of turkey meat so it fits in there properly. And lastly, the cranberry sauce. A box of wine every night. I honestly don't know how people can build up that tolerance. I would die. 100%. That's pretty much why I stopped drinking, because I just had no tolerance. Got sick of puking. So just a little spread there. We're just gonna close it up and make like the cutest little turkey slider. Tristan, you would die too. We're not alone. Like, how good does that look, though? Just the sauce drizzling over. Okay. Mm-hmm. Betty, you need a bite?
Yeah, I want my food. Starving.
It's so good. It's the simple things in life, guys.
Oh, it's still warm.
Yeah, the bun is still warm. The roasted garlic with that, though, like, perfect. Yeah, Betty bite. Betty boop bite. Okay, guys, that is it. Quick little stream today. I mean, it is already 6:11, so typically end around 6. Everything's been tasted. It's amazing. There's enough soup for the neighbors. La Nouette. Awesome. Chef de partie. Tristan. Guys, I will be back tomorrow for Thirsty Thursday. We're doing a pretty good stream tomorrow. So coconut shrimp. It's going to be baked in the oven, coated with shredded coconut and panko to keep it really nice and crispy. And then that's going to go with some roasted peppers and tomatoes. So we'll get them nice and charred up in the oven. And then a creamy polenta, which we're also going to put corn kernels into it. So extra corn. And I think that's it. Oh, tequila, avocado, and lime sauce to go with it. So stay tuned for that. I will be back tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. PST. Hopefully see you guys there. Thank you to all the new followers today. Feel free to step into my Discord, where the link is on my channel page. And is Sushi Day still on, guys? Shall we go raid? Okay, let's do it. She's making falafels. I know, next week, strawberry jelly rolls. Let's go spam some onions. We're going in. I love falafels. Night, guys. Love you.